I'm about to reveal how a simple 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is turning everyday people into millionaires overnight. But here's the catch. Not every 1965 penny is valuable. There's a secret detail that makes the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a penny that can change your life. Stay with me until the end, because I'll show you exactly how to spot this rare fortune in your pocket change. But act fast, because time is running out, and once collectors get their hands on them, the prices will skyrocket even more. 1965 was a chaotic time for the US Mint. The government was phasing out silver coins, and to make things worse, there was a nationwide coin shortage, forcing the mint to make a crucial decision. They completely eliminated mint marks on pennies, meaning there was no small D for Denver or S for San Francisco. Every penny just had the year 1965. Most of these pennies were ordinary. But a rare error occurred in the minting process that led to a once-in-a-lifetime mistake. A mistake that would make some of these pennies worth nearly $700,000 today. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and where you need to pay attention. Before we go further, quick question. When's the last time you actually looked at your spare change? I mean, really looked? If you're like most people, you probably toss pennies aside without thinking twice. But after today, you'll never look at them the same way again. So what exactly makes a 1965 Lincoln penny worth a life-changing fortune? Well, it all comes down to one specific error. And here's the big secret: a tiny double strike on the lettering or Lincoln's portrait, known as a double die error. This means the design was slightly imprinted twice, making it one of the rarest penny mistakes in history. If you see this error, congratulations, you might be holding a six-figure fortune in your hands. Now, here's the crazy part. One of these ultra-rare 1965 pennies just sold for $695,000 at auction. And experts predict the value will keep rising as more collectors fight to own one. So now, the million-dollar question: how do you find one? Simple. Grab your old jars of pennies, check your spare change, even dig through that couch. If you spot a 1965 penny with a doubling effect on the letters or Lincoln's profile, you might have just found your golden ticket to financial freedom. But here's the catch. These coins are disappearing fast. Once they're in collectors' hands, they won't come back to the market for decades. So if you don't act now, you could miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Imagine throwing away a $695,000 fortune because you didn't know what to look for. Now, wouldn't that keep you up at night? So, don't wait. Go check your pennies right now, and let me know in the comments if you find anything valuable. Who knows? You might be the next big success story. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure. See you in the next video, where I'll reveal even more coins hiding in plain sight, worth millions. Imagine this: you're holding a penny in your hand, just an ordinary 1967 Lincoln cent. You toss it in a jar, thinking it's worthless. But what if I told you that penny could be worth up to $695,000? Yes, that's right. A tiny coin, sitting in your drawer, could be your ticket to a life of luxury. But here's the catch: most people never realize they have one. And by the time they do, it's too late. So, how do you know if you're sitting on a small fortune? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to uncover rare coins that could change your life. The year was 1967. The US Mint had just stopped putting mint marks on coins to deter hoarding. But in this decision, a golden opportunity was created: a rare variation of the Lincoln penny was minted. And unlike regular pennies, this one has something extraordinary about it. And no, it's not made of gold, but at this price, it might as well be. Now, here's where it gets interesting: most people think they have to be coin experts to spot a valuable penny. But that's completely false. You just need to know what to look for. And in a few moments, I'll show you exactly how to identify this ultra-rare coin. But first, let me tell you why this tiny coin has turned the numismatic world upside down. Over the years, collectors and investors have been hunting down these 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies. And guess what? The highest known sale of one of these pennies reached a staggering $695,000. But here's the crazy part, many people have unknowingly spent these rare pennies on coffee, parking meters, or even dropped them in vending machines. A fortune, lost forever. But what exactly makes this coin worth so much? And how can you tell if you have one? There are three key factors that make a 1967 Lincoln penny worth a life-changing amount of money. First, the error factor. Some of these pennies were struck in a way that created unusual doubling effects or off-center designs. Second, the condition. Coins in mint state fetch astronomical prices. And third, the rarity of the variety. If your 1967 penny has a specific set of features, you could be sitting on a six-figure payday. Now, quick question, when was the last time you checked your penny jar? If it's been years, you might want to start digging immediately. So, how do you check if your 1967 Lincoln cent is the golden ticket? First, grab a magnifying glass and look for doubling on the lettering or misalignments on Lincoln's profile. If you see any unusual marks, you could be onto something huge. Second, if the coin has a brilliant, untouched surface, it might be in mint state, increasing its value significantly. Finally, always get your coin appraised by a reputable numismatics expert. But here's where it gets urgent, these coins are being snatched up fast by collectors, and prices are rising. What was worth $100,000 a decade ago is now nearly $700,000. If you don't check your pennies now, you might miss out forever. And let's be honest, wouldn't it be amazing to say, yeah, I just found a nearly $1 million penny in my couch cushion while sipping champagne on a yacht? Go check your coin collection, your piggy bank, even the floor of your car. And if you think you found something valuable, get it authenticated ASAP. And before you go, smash that like button so more people can discover these hidden treasures, and subscribe for more life-changing coin finds. Who knows? Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, something you've seen 1,000 times, something you wouldn't think twice about. But what if I told you that this tiny copper coin could be worth up to millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. One of these pennies recently sold for an eye-watering $695,000. Could you be unknowingly sitting on a fortune? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare penny, what makes it so valuable, and how you can cash in. But beware, not all 1979 pennies are created equal, and a single mistake could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Before we dive into what makes this coin so special, let's talk about why some pennies, especially the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, are commanding insane prices at auctions. Now, here's a quick history lesson. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each with its respective mint mark, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and usually, Philadelphia coins had no mark. However, a rare batch of Philadelphia coins had a unique flaw, an error that turned them into one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. But wait, before you start digging through your old jars of change, there's something you absolutely must know. Not all no-mint mark pennies from 1979 are valuable. It's only a specific variation that's worth a fortune. So, how do you know if you're staring at a life-changing penny or just another 1-cent piece? Here's what to look for. Unlike most Philadelphia pennies, the rare version has an ultra-clear, sharp design without smudging or doubling. The best-valued 1979 pennies have no scratches, no dents, no discoloration. That's what collectors and investors want, the hidden detail that drives the price up. Some rare specimens have dye polishing marks or an unusual shine due to a striking error. Collectors and investors are going crazy for these coins, and the demand keeps rising. Just recently, one of these pennies sold for $695,000. Imagine how life-changing that could be, a single penny paying off your debts, buying your dream home, or even retiring early. But here's the catch, here's the deal. The market for rare coins is on fire right now, but that won't last forever. As more people learn about this penny, fewer opportunities will be left. If you do have one, you need to act fast. Here's what you should do next: search through your old piggy banks, change jars, or even inherited coin collections. Take your coin to a numismatic expert or grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and value. Avoid losing money to scammers. Only sell at reputable coin auctions, heritage auctions, or professional dealers to get the best price. And before you go, let me ask you this. What if the next time you find a penny on the ground, it turns out to be the one that makes you rich? Will you be ready to cash in, or will you let it slip away like so many others? Don't wait. Go check your pennies right now. And if you found this video valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden treasure secrets. Your fortune could be waiting for you. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, could be worth more than a luxury mansion, a Ferrari, or even an entire retirement fund? Pause. The 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, an ordinary-looking coin, has been auctioned for a staggering $695,000, and some experts believe it could be worth millions in the near future. Before you toss your spare change into a jar, stop. That penny in your pocket could be the key to unlocking generational wealth. But here's the catch: most people throw these coins away without realizing their true value. Could you be sitting on a small fortune and not even know it? Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm about to reveal exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify if you have one, and how to sell it for maximum profit. And if you think pennies are worthless, well, let's just say, someone out there just paid the price of a Lamborghini for one. Let that sink in. The year was 2005, a time of flip phones, MySpace, and the birth of YouTube. But what nobody realized back then was that a small mistake at the US Mint would create one of the most valuable modern pennies in history. Well, while millions of pennies were struck that year, a small batch lacked a mint mark and featured a unique die error, a microscopic flaw that turned them into collector's gold. Coin experts and numismatists have been searching high and low for these rare pennies, and when one surfaced at auction, it shattered expectations, fetching nearly $700,000. Imagine finding a $700,000 payday in your couch cushions. Would you keep it, or cash out? So, how do you know if you have one of these ultra-rare 2005 Lincoln cents, no mint mark under the date? Normally, there should be a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. Unusual design flaws such as doubling on Lincoln's face or lettering. A striking error that makes it stand out from normal pennies. A copper bright luster instead of a dull, worn-out look. If you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, this is your sign to start digging. And if you don't have a jar of pennies, don't worry. Start checking under vending machines and couch cushions. You never know. So, you think you have the penny? Here's how to cash in big time. Get it professionally graded. A coin grading service like PCGS or NGC will certify your coin and verify its authenticity. Reach out to high-profile auction houses. Places like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Do not clean or alter the coin. Even the tiniest scratch can decrease its value significantly. Negotiate wisely. If you have a true rarity, don't settle for the first offer. Auctions often drive prices even higher. Now, here's the million-dollar question. What if you have a different rare penny worth even more? There's another coin out there, one even rarer than this 2005 Lincoln cent, that collectors are hunting for as we speak, and its value. Let's just say, it could change your life forever. I'll reveal everything in my next video. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden fortunes, and most people never realize it. Don't let your treasure slip through your fingers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the next life-changing discovery. And if you think you have a valuable penny, drop a comment below. I might just feature your coin in a future video. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, that tiny copper coin sitting in your change jar, could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Would you rush to check your pockets right now? Because if you're holding a 1988 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Sounds unbelievable? Well, in 2024, one of these rare pennies sold for a staggering $695,000. And the best part? There could be more out there, waiting to be discovered. Could you be the next lucky owner? Imagine paying for your morning coffee with a penny, only to realize later, you just tipped the barista a six-figure treasure. Now that's a story you don't want to tell your grandkids. So, what makes this 1988 penny so special? The secret lies in a tiny but crucial error, a misprint that turned ordinary pennies into collector's gold. The 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln cent was mistakenly struck with the 1989 reverse die, creating an anomaly that only trained eyes can spot. And here's where it gets interesting. Most people don't even know what to look for. Could you be holding this rare gem right now? Let's find out. This penny's value isn't just a lucky accident, it's about scarcity and demand. Coin collectors and investors alike are on the hunt for these rare cents, driving prices sky high. But here's the catch, most of them are still hiding in plain sight. In 2016, a collector paid $24,000 for one. By 2021, that number skyrocketed to $56,000. And today? The record-breaking sale hit $695,000. What does this mean for you? The longer you wait, the harder it will be to find these coins. If you own one, you could be sitting on a gold mine. But you need to act now before the market shifts. Think about it, would you rather let this coin collect dust in a jar, or cash it in for nearly $700,000? Yeah, I thought so. So, how do you know if you have one of these life-changing pennies? Here's what you need to do: check your pennies from 1988, look for the ones without a mint mark under the date. The key is in the fine details. The 1988 penny with the 1989 reverse has a distinctive G in FG, don't try selling it without confirmation. A professional grading service can determine its true value. There's only one question left. Will you be the one who cashes in, or will someone else find the fortune hiding in your collection? The clock is ticking. Check your coins today. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and drop a comment below if you found a rare penny before. Your next step to wealth could be just one penny away. Did you just throw away a fortune? Right now, a 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is making headlines. One recently sold for a staggering $695,000. Yes, that tiny coin sitting in your drawer, purse, or even your couch cushions could be your golden ticket to a life of luxury. But here's the kicker, only a handful of people even know how to identify this rare penny. Before you dismiss this as another internet rumor, stick around. Because by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to spot one, what makes it so valuable, and how to sell it for top dollar. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, otherwise, you could be giving away life-changing wealth without even knowing it. Now, let's break this down. What makes the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth nearly $700,000? Here's the deal. In 1993, pennies were supposed to have a small mint mark below the date, indicating whether they were made in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, a rare minting error led to some of these coins being produced without a mint mark. At first glance, it looks like any other penny, copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. But upon closer inspection, coin collectors and numismatic experts discovered a critical flaw that sent its value skyrocketing. And here's where things get crazy, because while most pennies are worth just 1 cent, this particular variation is selling for nearly $700,000 in the collector's market, Let's put that into perspective. If you had a pile of 100 pennies in front of you, one of them could buy you a brand new mansion, a Ferrari, and a dream vacation all at once. But only if you know what to look for. Okay, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? Look at your 1993 penny under bright light. If you see a mint mark, D, S, or P, it's just a regular penny. But if there's no mint mark at all, congratulations. You may have something incredibly valuable. Examine the coin's edges and overall condition. The most valuable ones are in pristine condition, no scratches, dents, or discoloration. If yours is shiny and well preserved, the price could go even higher. Verify with a professional grader or coin expert. You don't want to sell too quickly and risk losing out on the real fortune. Now, here's the bad news. Many people unknowingly spend these rare pennies every single day, never realizing they're sitting on a jackpot. In fact, one of these ultra-rare pennies was found in loose change at a gas station. Imagine paying for a coffee with a $695,000 coin. Ouch, but what if I told you that this isn't the only penny out there worth a fortune? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal another Lincoln penny that could make you rich. One that's even more shocking. Alright, now that you know what to look for, what should you do next? Don't wait. Start looking through your old jars, wallets, and spare change. You could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Reach out to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and exact value, list it at an auction or sell to serious collectors. Don't rush into a sale. Make sure you're getting the best possible price. Now, remember how I said there's another penny that could make you rich? Well, there's one even rarer than the 1993 no mint mark penny, and it has sold for over $1 million. Want to know which one? Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell because in our next video, I'm revealing this $1 million penny and how you can find one. What if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1984 Lincoln cent, one you may have ignored for years, could be worth up to $695,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? But right now, collectors are paying top dollar for this rare coin. And the craziest part? You might already have one hiding in your collection or even in your spare change. Stick with me until the end, because today, I'll show you exactly how to identify this penny, why it's so valuable, and most importantly, how you can turn this small piece of copper into a fortune. And before we dive in, let me ask you this: when was the last time you actually checked your loose change? If it's been a while, you're going to want to do it immediately after this video. Let's get started. Now, let's rewind back to 1984. Ronald Reagan was president. The Los Angeles Olympics were just around the corner. And somewhere in the US Mint, an error was made that would go unnoticed for years. A simple mistake that turned an ordinary penny into one of the most valuable coins in American history. This wasn't just any penny. Unlike most Lincoln cents that carry a small letter mint mark, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or P for Philadelphia, some 1984 pennies were struck without a mint mark. This is extremely rare, and for serious collectors, it's like striking gold, except, in this case, copper. Now, before you rush off to check your jar of spare change, here's the catch: not all 1984 no mint mark pennies are valuable. So what makes this one special? Keep watching because in just a moment, I'll reveal the exact features you need to look for. But first, let's talk about why collectors are willing to pay nearly $700,000 for a single penny. You see, the value of a rare coin isn't just about its age. It's about demand. And right now, rare coin collectors are willing to spend huge sums to complete their collections. The 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the holy grails of coin collecting, and here's why: only a handful of these pennies exist in top condition, making them incredibly scarce. The highest price tag is reserved for coins in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state. In recent years, some of these pennies have sold for staggering amounts at major auctions, with the highest recorded sale reaching $695,000. By the way, if you're thinking, wait, I might have one of these lying around, then keep watching, because up next, I'm going to break down exactly how to identify one, and how you can sell it for top dollar. If you found out you had a $695,000 penny, what's the first thing you'd buy? A dream house? A luxury car? Let me know in the comments. Alright, now let's talk about how to spot this exact penny in your collection. So, how do you know if you've struck the jackpot? If your 1984 penny has no small letter under the date, you might be onto something. Some of these pennies show a slight doubling effect on the word Liberty and the date. This is what collectors call a double die obverse. A genuine rare 1984 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If your coin is worn out, it might still be valuable, but those in mint condition fetch the highest prices. If you think you have this rare penny, don't just run to your local bank. Instead, follow these steps. Take clear photos of both sides of the coin, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC, consult with rare coin dealers and auction houses to find the best price, and don't wait too long. Prices for rare coins fluctuate, and demand is hot right now. Now, before you go tearing through your coin jar, here's something you need to know: there are other pennies just like this one that are worth even more money. In fact, one particular penny has sold for over $1.7 million. Want to know which one? Click on this next video where I reveal the top 5 most expensive pennies in history. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future rare coin discoveries that could make you rich. What if I told you that a simple penny, yes, a regular 1991 Lincoln cent, could be worth up to $895,000 today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the truth: some rare 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are selling for life-changing amounts at auctions. The real question is, do you have one sitting in your pocket, hiding in a jar, or tucked away in an old drawer? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this fortune in your hands, why it's so valuable, and how you can cash in before it's too late. But stay with me, because if you overlook just one tiny detail, you might accidentally spend a penny worth nearly $1 million on a pack of gum. The backstory: how a simple penny became a fortune. 1991 was a big year. Michael Jordan dominated the NBA, Terminator 2 hit theaters, and the economy was shifting. But something happened at the US Mint, a mistake that would turn ordinary pennies into hidden treasures. A small batch of 1991 pennies left the mint without a mint mark, something that should not have happened during modern coin production. These error coins were sent into circulation unnoticed, until collectors started discovering their shocking value decades later. How to identify a 1991 no-mint mark penny worth a fortune? So, how do you know if you've struck gold, or, well, copper? White heavy checkmark, no mint mark under the date. This is key. White heavy checkmark, a sharp, clean strike. Many of these high-value pennies are in pristine condition. White heavy checkmark, doubling or errors. Check for any odd markings or doubling on the lettering. Now, before you get too excited, condition is everything. The highest auction prices go to pennies graded MS67 or higher. That means near perfect condition, no scratches, and a sharp strike. If you find one in great shape, do not clean it. Cleaning could slash its value in half. The market value: why you must act now. Now, let's talk money. Just last year, one of these rare 1991 no-mint mark pennies sold for an astonishing $895,000. And demand is skyrocketing. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for rare error coins. Every single day, the value of rare pennies is going up. But here's the catch: they're disappearing fast. Check the date carefully. If it's a 1991 penny with no mint mark, you're on the right track. Do not clean it or try to fix it, this could ruin its value. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its worth. Sell it at the right auction house, Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or eBay with a certified listing. Cash in and live the life you've dreamed of. Could more pennies be worth millions? Here's the crazy part: this isn't the only penny worth life-changing money. There are other rare coins hiding in plain sight, coins that could make you a millionaire overnight. But most people never even check. So before you toss that change aside, ask yourself, could you be holding a hidden fortune? Subscribe now, and don't miss my next video on the rare 1972 doubled die penny worth over $1 million. What if I told you that a simple penny, yes, the one you might have tossed in a jar or even walked past on the sidewalk, could be worth nearly $1 million? Sounds crazy, right? But let me tell you, if you have a 1968 Lincoln penny with NO mint mark, you might be holding onto a small fortune. And here's the kicker, it's not just rare collectors who are cashing in. Regular folks, just like you, are discovering these hidden gems in their homes. So stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, you're about to find out exactly how this penny became a jackpot, what makes it so valuable, and how you can cash in before it's too late. Now, before we get into the jaw-dropping value of this coin, let's take a quick trip back in time, 1968. America was in turmoil, the Vietnam War was raging, Martin Luther King Jr. had just been assassinated, and the country was changing fast. But while all of that was happening, something strange was happening at the U.S. Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies that year, but a very small number, so rare that experts can't agree on how many, were accidentally made without a mint mark. These weren't supposed to exist. And yet, they do. And now, over 50 years later, they've become some of the most sought-after pennies in the world. So, why are collectors willing to shell out hundreds of thousands for this tiny piece of copper? Buckle up, because this is where it gets exciting. Alright, let's talk numbers. The last known auction for a high-grade 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny? A staggering $895,000. Imagine that, one single penny, worth more than a Ferrari, a house in Beverly Hills, or even an entire college education. But why? First, rarity. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. Second, condition. Coin collectors, or numismatists, are obsessed with grading. A penny in mint state condition, meaning it looks almost brand new, can skyrocket in value. A single scratch? Boom, thousands lost. And lastly, demand. The coin market is like real estate. When collectors want something badly enough, prices explode. So, here's the big question, could you have one of these pennies sitting in your home right now? Think back, have you ever seen a 1968 penny with no tiny letter under the date? If so, don't you dare spend it yet. Because up next, I'm going to tell you exactly how to check if your penny is the real deal. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Alright, moment of truth. Grab your old pennies, seriously, go check right now. Flip them over and look directly beneath the year 1968. If there's a tiny letter D or S, that's from the Denver or San Francisco mints, not the jackpot. But if there's nothing there, you might be sitting on a fortune. And check condition, if it's shiny with little to no wear, you're in luck. Get it verified, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. You need certification to sell at top dollar, auction it. Big collectors and investors are out there, willing to pay life-changing money for these pennies, but here's the thing, the coin market is unpredictable. Today's $895,000 coin might be worth even more in the future, or the demand could drop. So, if you have one, act fast. Imagine waking up tomorrow knowing you just turned a penny into a small fortune. What would you do? Travel the world? Buy your dream home? Secure your family's future? This isn't just a fantasy, it's happening right now for people who take action. So, here's your challenge, check your old pennies today. Don't let $1 million opportunity slip through your fingers. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. You never know, your story could be the next viral success. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a penny, and realizing it's worth nearly $700,000. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But this is real. In 2016, a simple, no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny was discovered, and today, it's valued at a staggering $695,000. Could you have one of these hidden gems in your change jar? And if you do, how do you cash in for life-changing wealth? Stick around, because I'm about to reveal everything you need to know, including how one lucky person turned a single penny into a fortune. But before we dive in, let me ask you, what would you do if you suddenly found yourself holding a penny worth millions? A dream home? Early retirement? Drop a comment below, because someone watching this might just be next. Why this penny is worth a fortune. Alright, let's get into the golden question. What makes this ordinary-looking 2016 Lincoln no mint mark penny worth more than most people's houses? Here's the deal, this coin is a minting error. It was supposed to have a mint mark, but due to a rare manufacturing mistake, it doesn't. And that mistake? It's making people rich. Coins like these are highly sought after by collectors and investors. In fact, rare pennies like this have sold for more than Ferraris and beachfront mansions, and here's something that might just send shivers down your spine. There could be more out there, just waiting to be found. Stay with me because in just a moment, I'll tell you exactly how to check if you own one, and what to do if you do. The fear of missing out, there's where things get serious. Every year, thousands of people unknowingly spend rare pennies like this at gas stations and coffee shops, never realizing they just gave away a potential fortune. In 2019, someone used a rare penny to buy a soda, only for a coin collector to later sell that same penny for $1.7 million. Imagine that. $1 million mistake. So, let me ask you, when was the last time you checked your spare change? Because if you don't, you could be missing out on the easiest payday of your life, the payoff. How to spot and sell your rare penny. Now, let's talk action. Because knowing is only half the battle. Here's exactly how to check if you have one of these goldmine pennies. Grab a magnifying glass or use your phone camera. Look at the obverse side, that's the front, where Lincoln's face is. Check for a mint mark, which is usually below the date. If your 2016 penny has no mint mark, it could be valuable. Look for errors. Sometimes, these pennies have double dies or misprints that drive up their value even more. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. This is what serious buyers look for. Connect with top coin auction houses. Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers can get you the highest bids, and most importantly, don't settle for less than it's worth, because remember, just one of these pennies has already reached $695,000, and prices are still rising. Could yours be next? Final cliffhanger and call to action. Here's what I want you to do right now. Go check your pennies. Yes, now. Because every second you wait is another second closer to someone else cashing in before you, and if you think you found one but aren't sure, drop a comment below. I'll personally respond and help guide you to the right resources. Remember, fortunes aren't just found in treasure chests. Sometimes, they're hiding in plain sight. Like this video if you want more coin hunting secrets, subscribe for the latest rare coin discoveries, and share this with someone who needs to check their spare change ASAP. Well, let me prove it to you. Because right now, tucked away in forgotten drawers and dusty piggy banks, some people are unknowingly sitting on a hidden fortune. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to spot the rare 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny that could change your life forever. Imagine finding a single penny and suddenly having the power to buy a luxury car, pay off your mortgage, or even retire early. But here's the catch, these pennies are disappearing fast. So if you don't check your coins now, you could miss out forever. And before you start flipping over your couch cushions, no, not every 2003 penny is worth a fortune. But I'll tell you exactly what to look for. So stick with me to the end because this could be the most valuable 10 minutes of your life. Let's start with the story of a man. Let's call him John. John was an ordinary guy, just like you. One day, while rolling up some old pennies to cash in at the bank, he noticed something odd. One of his 2003 Lincoln cents looked different. The edges were sharper, the surface was flawless, and something was missing. There was no mint mark. He had no idea what that meant, until he did some research and discovered he was holding a life-changing jackpot. This wasn't just a penny. This was a rare, valuable mistake, an ultra-rare error coin. And when he took it to an auction house, what happened next shocked everyone. Before I reveal how much John's penny sold for, let's talk about why this tiny coin is so valuable. The 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the rarest coins in modern history. Most 2003 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, with no mint mark, and Denver, with a D mint mark. But a few pennies left the mint with a unique error, an ultra-sharp, high-grade strike with a missing mint mark and a rare composition variation. Now here's where it gets crazy. Experts estimate that only a handful of these coins exist in pristine condition. And because of their rarity, collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices, sometimes in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right. While you were ignoring your pennies, someone just bought one for the price of a Lamborghini. Crazy, right? But how can you tell if your penny is one of these rare gems? Here are 3 signs to check for immediately. Look for the missing mint mark. If your 2003 penny has no mint mark and looks unusually sharp and well struck, you might be in luck. Check the condition. If it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it's worth significantly more. Get a professional appraisal. Rare coins should be authenticated by grading companies like PCGS or NGC to determine their true value. Alright, back to John's story. Remember that mystery penny he found? Well, at auction, it sold for a jaw-dropping $695,000. And that's just one example. Here's the deal, these valuable pennies are getting snatched up fast. The more collectors find, the fewer will be left in circulation. That means the window of opportunity is closing. If you don't check your spare change now, you might be leaving life-changing money on the table. Go through your penny jars, wallets, and coin collections. Check for a 2003 penny with no mint mark. If you think you have one, get it professionally graded, and if it turns out to be the real deal, congratulations, your life just changed forever. And if you don't find one? Well, at least your couch cushions are cleaner. But in all seriousness, don't sleep on this opportunity. Many people dream of financial freedom, but very few take action. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. And if you want to learn more about rare coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because trust me, you don't want to miss what I have coming next.